Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Weekly Sports Podcast. We got a lot of NFL to recap this week. A lot of football in general, guys. I hope everybody's having a great week so far, too. And for those of you that watched my stream last night, did you see the ass kicking I did to friggin' West Virginia? Oh my God, that was bad. I scored on every possession, every single possession I scored. Beat them 56-17. It was great to finish out a good season with the University of Kentucky. Really looking forward to next season. I think we're going to be a lot better. I got some great recruits coming to me. I got some I'm really hoping the transfer portal works out for me too. Gonna really work on the defense though. Need to get some pass rush. Work on the front seven a little bit. I kind of went DB a lot in recruiting, so I kind of went DB and O line. So I'm a little happy about that. Yeah, but we're gonna see what happens with this offseason. How this offseason goes. Hopefully, we can do a lot better than 7-6. I'm praying that. I'm praying. My goal is my second season in Kentucky. I really want to make the CFP, the college football playoff, for those of you that don't know. Um, I'm just really, really hoping I can do it, but we'll see. I'm not too sure though. Hopefully, but like I said, we're hoping, we're praying. I'm hoping that my team at least goes 9-3 next year. It's going to be tough though because the SEC is tough. I got to play teams like LSU and Bama and OU, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. But let's dive into the sports, shall we? A couple of housekeeping notes to start off with. There's not going to be any game streaming for a little while until we get through this off season, which I'm hoping, I'm praying by this time next week we will have started the new season. So those of you that do watch my game streams, that's going to be held off for just a little bit. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? We might get it done. We might get it done before the weekend. I don't know. I know we're advancing tonight. We got a couple of guys that are still playing in the CFP. I know shout out to Deontay and all the other guys that are still in the CFP. Perry, you too. Hope you guys do good. Wishing you luck, and hope you guys really just keep advancing. But let's dive into it, shall we? And I am so appalled. I am so appalled right now when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to dive into this, and this is going to be a deep dive, by the way, you guys, so be prepared. So for all you Cowboys fans, you might want to hold on to your hats if you're wearing them or whatever you're doing right now. So I had said going into this week, I said there's no way in hell the Dallas Cowboys are going to lose to the Bears. Even though it was on the road, there was no way in hell the Dallas Cowboys were going to lose to the Chicago Bears. There was no way. Dallas had a better offense. Yeah, I was a little worried about their defense going into the game, but I thought it'd be enough to be able to stop the Bears. Well, it didn't really help that the injuries started to pile up for the Cowboys. And they are piling up big time, by the way. The Cowboys are down now, not one, but two of their starting offensive linemen for the next 6 weeks. Actually, no, sorry, I apologize. The center's out for 6 weeks. The rookie, Tyler Booker, who got hurt yesterday, he's out for 4 weeks. So you're down two offensive linemen, okay? You're going into a very tough matchup this coming week against Micah Parsons. And we all know Micah Parsons has this game circled because he wants to annihilate the Cowboys' offense. He wants to go off. The Cowboys losing two of their interior offensive linemen is not going to help. That's really not going to help at all. And to top it all off, you down CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb got hurt. He's out for 2 weeks with an ankle sprain. your guys' receiving core is depleted. Your O-line is starting to get depleted. Your defense is hurting. The Cowboys are really going to me, and I know a couple of you, I talked to you about this yesterday, but the Cowboys are really hurting. And to me, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think the Cowboys are going to finish with a top 5 draft pick this year now. And that's going to be sad. The Giants, the New York Giants might finish with a better record than the Dallas Cowboys this year. Think about that for a second. And I'm going to get to the Giants in a little bit. But think about it. The Dallas Cowboys are so depleted. The injuries are piling up, which is normal. And by the way, there's been a lot of injuries this year so far. And a lot of teams have been bit by the injury bug early this season. And I'm going to get into that later too. But the Dallas Cowboys, and then on top of it all, you got friggin' Jerry Jones over here, still parading around like the clown he is, talking about how he thinks there's still a playoff team. You're still a playoff team, but you got all these injuries. How are you going to overcome that, Jerry? See, this is where it goes back to what I say, that Jerry doesn't know football. He doesn't. He needs to shut his mouth. I don't care what it is he has to say. Jerry Jones, to me, is just nothing but a clown at this point. I don't know what's going on with him. I understand he's getting old. You know, I don't know if he's starting to lose it a little in the head, which we already know he's been losing it for a little while now. And all you Cowboys fans, you can come at me all you want, but you know it's the goddamn truth. Now, do I think the Cowboys can overcome this? Possibly. Dak's playing decent. He's the last hope. And Brandon Aubrey. I forgot about Brandon Aubrey. See, the thing is with the Cowboys, even with all the injuries, all you got to do is get to the 40-yard line. You guaranteed points every time. The only thing is you just got to hope your defense holds a team. Unlike what happened against the Bears yesterday. You guys let the Bears, the Chicago Bears, put up 31 points. You guys made Caleb Williams look like a friggin' MVP quarterback, and everybody knows Caleb Williams sucks. I'm sorry. I don't like Caleb Williams. I don't care for Caleb Williams. I think he's terrible. But for some reason, you guys made it to where you made him look like a damn MVP quarterback. He looked like friggin' Josh Allen out there. I'm going to be honest. He looked like Josh Allen. The fact of the matter is, the Chicago Bears. Terrible. Terrible performance by the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I have no words anymore for the Dallas Cowboys. None whatsoever. I think what's going to end up happening is the Dallas Cowboys are going to have to do something. They're going to have to make a trade, I think, with all those draft picks they have. Because this season's going to get worse. You know what? Right now, I'm going to pull up the Cowboys schedule while I'm sitting here. I'm going to pull up the Cowboys schedule right now. And I'm going to go over the next couple of weeks with you guys. Hang on here. Okay. All right, here we go. So you got Green Bay. You got Green Bay this coming week. At home, Sunday Night Football. Micah Parsons is coming into town. Do you really think you're going to stop him? I don't think so. Now, with that beat-up offensive line, it's going to be hard. And they're probably going to line him up on the side that's very weak. If I was the defensive coordinator for the Packers, that's what I would do. Exploit it. Then you got the Jets. Okay, I'm going to give you all that game. The Jets suck. Everybody knows that. The Jets suck. I don't care what... They're battling with the Giants right now over who's the worst team in New York right now. I'll give you that. The Panthers. The Panthers, they looked pretty good yesterday. You know, they put up 30 points on the Falcons, and they shut them out, surprisingly. So, and that's a road game, so I'm going to give that a close game. I'm going to give the Panthers a little bit of a shot against you guys. Then you have Washington, okay? Washington right now, they're hurting because Jaden Daniels is hurt, but once Jaden Daniels comes back, which I'm hoping by then because he's on my fantasy team, that might be a loss. Then you got Denver. Denver looks really good right now. Sean Payton, Bo Nix. Arizona, Monday Night Football. Again, good team. decent. I can still give you guys the win. The Raiders. The Raiders are kind of, I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. They got Chip Kelly as their offensive coordinator. He sucks. He don't know how to call an offense. I'm still surprised he led that offense at Ohio State to a national championship. He ain't that smart of an offensive coordinator, but I'm going to give you guys that game. I am. Then you have Philly again. Philly, you might as well already chalk that one up as a loss. Kansas City. I'm going to give you guys Kansas City because Kansas City really just does not look that good this year. And that's all I'm going to do for right now because I'm not going to go through the whole schedule. But honestly, I'm not. You guys are going to be below 500 by the time Thanksgiving comes. I'm serious. You guys are going to be below 500. I mean, you already are. You're 1-2 right now. You guys are going to stay that way, in my honest opinion. You're not beating Green Bay this week. You might as well chalk that up as a loss. Jordan Love is going to go off on your defense. Micah Parsons is going to feast. I'm going to call this right now. I would not be surprised if Micah Parsons has at least 3 sacks in that game. I would not be surprised one bit. He'll probably have 3 sacks, and I guarantee you he's going to force a fumble. My thing is with the Dallas Cowboys is they are the most entertaining team in the NFL. They really are. They are entertaining to me. Because I can talk about them every week because there's always something with them. You know, and really, like I said earlier, I really thought they were going to beat the Bears. I was trying to be positive. I really was. I was being optimistic. I didn't want to shit on them. But now they gave me no choice but to shit on them this week. And I'm not the only one. All the sports analysts out there are shitting on them right now. Stephen A., the Get Up crew, they're all shitting on them right now. It ain't just me. Now, we're going to see what happens. But if next week I'm going to sit right here and tell you guys again what happened to the Cowboys, you're going to tell me I'm wrong, that's fine. But here's the thing, I don't care. Because I use my eyes. The eye test speaks for itself. The Dallas Cowboys are not going to have a good season this year. They're not. I'm just going to, I said this going into the year. They got a tough schedule. All the injuries are piling up. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. Moving on, I want to talk about the Patriots. So, I don't know what to do. As a Patriots fan, I'm trying to be positive with them too. Every single week, I say the same thing with them this year. The defense keeps me excited because the defense is really good. You know, they're keeping us in these games, but it's the offense. I don't know what's going on with the offense, the turnovers. 5 turnovers yesterday against friggin' Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, and you only lost by 7 points. 5 turnovers. New England should have blew them out. There should have been no excuse that they should have lost that game. None. Ramondre Stevenson, I don't know what his deal is. He can't friggin' hold on to the ball to save his life anymore. Trayvon Henderson, he's been like a nobody now. Like, the running game is not there. Drake May is doing everything he possibly can do. The O-line, that O-line needs to be fixed. I don't know what it is. I don't like the O-line. They're inconsistent. David Andrews said it the other day. They're just not good at all. I think what we need to do is we need to do something. The O-line has to be fixed. Stephon Diggs, he is not being used as much as I thought he was going to be. I don't know what's going on with that. The guy's a great receiver still. He's on my fantasy team, and I can't even use him because he doesn't get much looks. He's not getting hardly any targets. They're using the younger guys like Butte and friggin' Demario Douglas and Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry had a great game. My God, Hunter Henry had an amazing game yesterday. He scored both their touchdowns. I mean, the Patriots have got to fix something. And I said this, I kind of blame Josh McDaniels here, and I did not want Josh McDaniels. I don't know why Mike Vrabel hired him. I really don't care for his offense. And he's showing it. He's not being aggressive enough. The running game has got to be fixed. I don't know what needs to be done. I don't know what needs to be done in practice, but the running game has got to be fixed big time. Because here's the thing. You have to establish the run if you want to open up your offense. If you don't establish the run, your offense is not going to do anything. You're going to be one-dimensional, and defenses are going to key in on that. Here's the thing. As a defensive coordinator, if I'm going up against the Patriots, I'm going to run man coverage for a little bit, stop the run. Maybe if I get a couple of fumbles, then we're good. And then I'm going to play zone the rest of the time and play cover 3. That's how one-dimensional that Patriots offense is. And as a defensive coordinator, that makes your job so easy. Because you literally could call the same plays over and over and over again, and their offense isn't going to stop it. They're not going to be able to do anything. Literally, that's it. I literally could call, as a DC, I could just call cover 3, a couple of Tampa 2 plays maybe, and maybe a blitz here and there, just to throw them off. And that would be it. That would be it. Good night, Charlie, right there. But again, injuries do happen, and surprisingly, the Patriots defense without Christian Gonzalez, they've been doing great. When Christian Gonzalez comes back, which hopefully is going to be next week against Carolina, that defense is going to be even better. Also, another great game I got to see over the weekend was the Eagles game. Let me tell you, that Eagles game. And I know I have a couple of Eagles fans that follow me and watch this weekly podcast of mine. You guys really, golly, y'all had it going on. Y'all were down big in that game, and you came back and you won. You were down by almost 20 points late in the game, and you came back and won. You blocked 2 field goals. One of them was returned for a touchdown to seal the game by a defensive lineman of all people too, which I love. Don't get me wrong. Now, y'all, I love when I see the big boys run back a touchdown. It's so great. That is pure entertainment right there. And anybody can agree with me on that. Pure cinema right there. Great game for the Philadelphia Eagles. Really, they looked so good. They're 3-0 right now, and that team looks like the best team in the NFC right now. As they've taken out the Cowboys, they've taken out the Chiefs, and now the Rams. They have a tough schedule, and they're still rolling. And next they got to play Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers, but the Buccaneers are hurting right now, as I just got news today, which this sucks because this hurts my fantasy team. Mike Evans is out for a few weeks with a hamstring injury. And I love Mike Evans. Don't get me wrong, I love Mike Evans. Greatest, probably one of the greatest receivers of all time. One of the most underrated receivers. I don't know if he's going to break the record for most 1,000-yard seasons, though, this year, especially if he's going to miss a few weeks. But the thing is, he's at 11,000-yard receiving season. That's impressive. That's up there with Jerry Rice, for God's sake. I think Jerry Rice has the most. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I said this the other day. They're tied. Him and Jerry Rice are tied for the most 1,000-yard seasons of all time. So Mike Evans could have broken it this year, but I don't think he's going to break it now. He's out. He's out for a few weeks. I don't think he's going to break that. There's no way. He's not going to get 100 yards. He's not going to get 100 yards a game. No way. It's not going to happen. So that's out. Eagles will probably win that game. Let's see. What else do I got here? Nick Bosa went down with an ACL injury. I don't know if you guys saw that. That hurts for the 49ers. That's not going to be good. Ooh, that's not going to be good for the 49ers at all. He's another one. Great player, but he gets hurt sometimes, which is kind of weird, I don't know if there was any other injury news that really kind of caught my eye. But the Monday night game yesterday did catch my eye. Let me tell you. Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions, they go on the road, they play the Ravens, they win by 8, 38-30. I had a guy today on, I think it was on social media, and he's a Lions fan, but he put it right. Dan Campbell proved yesterday that it was not Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson that were carrying him. Dan Campbell is actually a great coach. He proved it yesterday. They battled adversity, and they came back on the road to beat a tough Ravens team, which the Ravens are the same record as Patriots right now, 1-2. Now, to me, I think we need to give Dan Campbell a little bit more praise than what we give him. I like the guy. I think he's great. He's a character. He's entertaining. That's what the league needs. We need entertaining coaches like him. And I'm a big coach guy. Have been for years. For those of you that don't know, I am a huge fan of coaches. Dan Campbell is up there on my list of coaches right now, that coaches that I just adore. And the fact that he's just showing that they can win games. Their offense looks good. Their defense looks good. Hell, Aiden Hutchinson yesterday made Derrick Henry fumble the ball. Derrick Henry hasn't been looking good so far this year. I'm kind of glad I didn't draft him in fantasy now. I really wanted him, too. I did. I wanted him. But I'm kind of glad I didn't draft him now. Let's give him the credit where the credit needs to be given, as I say. Also, moving on to college football, Longhorns 48-0. Or no, actually, hold on. I want to make sure I get this right. Hold on here. I don't want to misquote myself here. Hold on here. 55-0 against Sam Houston State. Okay, a tune-up game. I get it. Arch Manning finally came out and looked good though. Now, can they do that against Florida? And when do they play Florida? A couple of weeks. They got a bye week this coming week. Can they do that against Florida on the road? I don't know, because that's going to be a test. Now, the thing is, I worry about the Longhorns because they got a tough schedule coming up. You got Florida on the road. Then you got the Red River the following weekend. The Red River. Now, Oklahoma's good this year, and I'm a little worried about that as a Texas fan. But I think Texas can pull it out. I really do. I hope they can. It's going to be tough. Here in Dallas, too, I love that the Red River is here in Dallas every year. Tickets are expensive, or else I'd go. Shoot, I looked at the tickets for that thing, by the way. You know how much they were wanting for the Red River? You know how much they wanted just for the nosebleed seats? They wanted $500 a piece. $500. Who in the right mind would pay that? I'm sorry. I could watch it at home for free. On that big projector that's right behind me, by the way. Dang, Vanderbilt's rated too? That's another one they got to play. I didn't realize that. A&M end of the season, another one. Going to be a tough test for the Longhorns, though. Trying to think. Did A&M play this past weekend? No, they didn't. They were off. They got Auburn next. Auburn's tough. Auburn's a tough team. They played OU pretty tough this past weekend, so A&M fans, you better watch out for that game. Yeah, this college football season, though, has really got off to a great start. I'm very happy for it. But football in general just makes me happy. I don't know about you guys, but football in general is something I look forward to every year because it's a great outlet. It really is. It's a great outlet to get your mind off of whatever's going on in life. And, you just sit there, you watch some football, you analyze, you do what I do, whatever. It's great. Yeah, no, I mean, shoot, yeah, I think it's great. Like I said, next week, really hoping I could get the streaming back for you guys. Like, come on, because for those of you that don't watch it or don't follow me on Twitch, I will start putting them on YouTube for you guys too. I'll start uploading them there for y'all. But it's fun. Like, it is so much fun. Like, I get into it, it's great entertainment for you guys. And I know the ones that follow me on Twitter, you guys get entertained. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain, I love entertaining. That's just who I am as a person. I love to entertain. It makes me feel good that I'm putting a smile on people's faces. Like, really, it makes me feel great. But that's all for this week. I'm going to have another one for you guys next week. We're going to go over all the football next week. We've got a lot of good games coming up next week. So tune in. Um, for now, though, you guys have a great rest of your week. I'm going to talk to you guys all next week. Like I said, I'm hoping the streaming goes back before this time next week. That's going to be a wait and see game, though. It just depends on how fast we can advance through the league. Take it easy, guys. Have a great week again. I love y'all.